Okay, so now that we've stitched around the top of the bag, we need to turn our bag through our zipper pocket. So just reach in and grab your bag and pull it through. Like that. Don't worry about it being a bit wrinkly now. We'll fix that up later. Now just using your fingers, push out your seams, your corners and your body seams, and at the top of the bag we just want to push out these corners around here and run your finger around those seams. Push the corner out there, run your finger around, push that out properly, keep running your finger around, push that one out. Now we're going to pop our lining back into our bag. And now we just need to roll these seams with our fingers. You may wish to hammer these side seams if your machine isn't good with thicknesses, because it gets a bit lumpy there. What I like to do is I like to go out on a hard work surface and put it down like that, cover your work with a bit of scrap material and bang bang bang, and that'll just flatten that a bit so it makes it easier to stitch over. So we're just going to grab some pins and put a few pins in. I like to put a few horizontal ones as well, just to make sure that this lining stays down. Keep manipulating that seam with your fingers. Like that. Now we're going to go over to the sewing machine and we're going to top stitch all the way around our bag. Okay, so I've put green thread to match my lining into my bobbin, and I've got the brown thread on top, and I've put my number 57 edge foot on, so it makes it easy for me to keep a nice even 6mm seam allowance from distance from the edge. I'm stitching with a stitch length of 3.1, my normal top stitch length, 6 millimeters, 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Remember, if your machine doesn't like thicknesses, just to give the corners, sides of your bag a few good wallops with a hammer. It really does make a big difference. Sounds silly, but it's not. Always stop with your needle down so that you can manipulate your work around without losing your spot. And there, we've stitched all the way around our bag. Okay, so now that we have stitched around the top of our bag, we need to pull our zipper pocket back out so that we can close it. I just want to line up the edges. I like to trim these corners back a little bit. And just grab some pins and we'll just pin. Keep those edges nice and lined up. Now we'll go over to the sewing machine and stitch our zipper pocket shut. Okay, so now I'm going to stitch my zipper pocket shut. I'm going to use a stitch length of 3.1 and I'm going to stitch pretty close to the edge. And I'm just going to watch that my edges stay lined up the whole time I go. once you've stitched your edge, your pocket, just double check that you haven't ran off it anywhere, because you don't want a hole in the bottom of your pocket. But if all is good, that's your pocket done, and that's your bag, all the sewing finished. All we need to do now is give it a good press. Woohoo!